Go ahead.
Okay. Good morning. Remember, boys and girls, we talked about the rainforest for a while? Well, I thought I'd show another one on animals. I know there aren't a lot of these animals here in our area, but guess what? When you go to the zoo, you do see them. You see a lot of these, and it'll kind of explain where they came from. Like a lot of the regular ones that you see would be some zebras, right? So I'm going to read to you on the African Savannah, it's called African Savannah. And so I just thought I'd continue with animals. I did say people, but I got to get the stuff on it. So this is your science lesson for right now. I'm going to read you about the African Savannah, okay? Savannas are lands covered by tall grasses, scattered trees, and thorny bushes. They are also known as tropical grasslands. You can find large stretches of savanna in parts of Asia, Australia, and South America. But the largest savannas are in Africa. They cover nearly half the continent. So in Africa, they're pretty much over there. Most of these animals that you probably see in the zoos, okay? This is talking about the weather right here. It can be warm or hot, and then they're marked by wet weather and dry weather, the seasons. And during the summer, there's a lot of rainfall, lots of rainfall, and the green grass sprouts and scattered trees grow leaves during this wet season. So you see a difference here to this. See that? They're different because there was a lot of rain, which was during the summer months. And then little or no rainfalls during the rest of the year. So most trees lose their leaves, see there? And then thunder and lightning lightning storms, they usually start near the end of the dry season. Uh-oh, and it causes some fire, see that? Spark of lightning starts a fire in the dry grass. The fire spreads over many square miles. Only the most hardy types of grasses, trees, and shrubs can survive, but the fires also help new plants to grow. The burning clears away dead plants and adds valuable minerals to the soil. Soon the rains return. They put the fires out. The grasses send up new shoots and new buds poke out of the tree branches. Life comes back to the savanna. Getting green again, see that? All that dryness that caused a fire from the lightning, and this dry lightning, see that? And then during the rainy season, they come back up, the things that was gone. And it says that it's the dry land, it does get that way, but once it burns up, then it adds new life underneath it, so that and when it starts raining again, new things come up to grow. Okay, grasses and other plants start the chain of life on the savanna. Herds of wildebeest, zebras, and other grazers move about looking for food. Grazers are animals that eat mostly grass. So we know about the zebras, right? They eat part of the grass. And the wildebeest. Have you ever seen a wildebeest? And that would be this one, I believe. And then there's a zebra. Here's a different one. This is called impalas. Impalas are graceful, gentle plant eaters that also gather in herds. Like many other grazers, they live on the savanna. They have great running and jumping abilities. When frightened, an impala leaps high into the air. This may startle intruders. The impala can also run from danger at speeds as high as 50 miles per hour, like the way the car runs, huh? And this is called an impala, and it eats the grass also. And when it gets scared, they jump and they run, and then they leap high into the air. Look at that. Okay, this wildebeest means wild beast, of course. I guess that's how I started over here, and it is called wild beast. I'm learning too. And then this animal, also called a gnu, has a face like a cow's, a beard like a goat, a mane like a horse, and horns like a bull. Whoa! Sounds like three animals in one, huh? Wow. You know about the zebras. Small bands of zebras often mix with the wildebeest. The zebra is sometimes called a horse with stripes. No two patterns of stripes are exactly the same. When the zebras crowd together in a herd, the many stripes make it hard for enemies to spot or attack a single animal. Yeah, I heard about that one where there's like a lion or something way up on top of a hill, and there's all these zebras in the front. And so when they sense danger, they all come together. So they make a really weird pattern that the animal up here that was going to attack them gets all mixed up and confused. Probably head running around, no, going around, but they take off because they cannot see which animal to attack, which zebra to attack. And I'll read you one more page and we'll continue from that page on. Okay, well, this whole thing. Okay, so many grazing animals do not stay in the same grasslands all year long. Instead, they migrate, meaning move about from place to place. The wildebeest and zebras of eastern Africa spend the rainy season on the open grass plains of Tanzania, but when the rain ends and the grasses begin to die, the great herds, the giant herds, head north to Kenya in search of food and water. So Kenya, this is all in Africa. The migrating herds finally arrive in places where streams and rivers flow. The waters help the tall grasses that the animals feed on to survive. The rivers and streams also provide drinking water for the thirsty herds during the long dry season. There you go. Some of them go different places, but some of them that are staying, they look for the water. As the rainy season approaches, the herds begin the return trip to the open plain. The river crossing they must make is the most dangerous part of the journey. Sometimes the river is swollen, drowning in the rushing water. Drowning in the rushing water is one danger they face. Being eaten by hungry crocodiles is another. Some animals will not survive the great migration, but most do. In a few weeks, they will reach their rainy season home, the same grasslands that they left many months ago. Let me rephrase this top one, okay? The migrating herds finally arrive in places where streams and rivers flow. The water help the tall grasses that the animals feed on to survive. The rivers and streams also provide drinking water for the thirsty herds during the long dry season. Okay, so they all do migrate, meaning they go someplace else where they can find food and water, and then they come back during the rainy season. Dangerous for them, huh? Some of them can't make it across, and they die in the rushing waters. Okay, so we'll learn some more about this. Possibly I will continue it in about a couple of days, so you will have your science lesson. Thank you.